Hi guys and girls and non-denominational, non-traditional seasonal shrubs. Welcome to another episode of the H Talks Comics, Films and Combat Sports. So let's get right into it. Toronto Raptors have finally dethroned GSW, and by finally I don't mean them, because obviously this is the first time they've been in the NBA Championship Finals, and I also believe, if I'm incorrect, let me know, it's the first time they were in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's get straight into it. 114, 110, Game 6. They won the series 4-2. You gotta love it. And I'm going to tell you why you gotta love it. Number one, GSW have won. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 3 out of the last 3. 3 out of the last 4 NBA championships. And if you're like me, you remember the 90s, and you were a fan of the Bulls or the Lakers and stuff. It's great if you're a fan of those dynasties, because like they do become dynasties, winning and winning and winning and three-peating and everything, or winning back to back, and then a year missing. But at the end of the day, for other fans, it does get a bit boring. It's like back in the day, in the 90s, for you Premier League fans, when Man United and Arsenal won, literally, Blackburn had that one season, but except for that one season, Blackburn, it was always Man United or Arsenal. Very predictable, let's be honest, for neutral, it's boring. It's very boring. In basketball, I don't know, I guess I am kind of a neutral. My uncle got some family in America back in the day. I'm pretty sure they were Chicago. Everyone was Chicago Bulls because of Michael Jordan. But then I did like Kobe and Shaq and Lamar Odom, so I became like Lakers. But I'll be honest, I'm basically a neutral. I'll be honest. I just like certain teams, like not a bandwagon or anything, because I used to like LA Clippers when they had Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Let's be honest, they weren't ever doing it big, were they? They LA Clippers. And I've never liked the Celtics that much, which is funny, because in football I think Celtics are really cool, but I've never liked the Boston Celtics in basketball, which is interesting. But in football, I think Boston Celtics, I think the Scottish, sorry guys, the Scottish Celtics are really cool. Yes, I don't know how that works, but I like different teams, so I follow the NBA in general. Don't get twisted, like when Chicago Bulls had a guy from England named Luol Deng, who actually got Britain into, I can't remember what Olympics was it 2008 Olympics? It was 2008 2012 Olympics, but Luol Deng was wicked, man. When he was playing for Chicago Bulls, I remember him and a guy called Ben Gordon, they were wicked, man. And Kurt Heinrich, I remember NBA Live 2005, NBA Live 2006, NBA Live 2007, I used to play those games on a regular. Do you know what? I'm getting in the mood, man. I'm not a video game guy, but next year I might have to get a video game console just to bring back the NBA. Just to bring back the NBA now that it's not GSW. And here's why. And I'm not trying to hate on GSW because they've done well and all this, but it's one of those ones, same as Miami Heat. I never liked Miami Heat, and I'll tell you why. Because they obviously had the big three. And when you have the big three, yeah, it's just like Chris Bosh, by the way, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. When you do that, it's just, like, it's not the same as Michael Jordan. People say, oh, yeah, Scottie Pippen. Yeah, Scottie Pippen, and all-star, that was it. And even then, like in hindsight, Scottie Pippen's revered as a legend. In the time, I clearly remember Scottie Pippen was seen as a sideman. He was seen, that's what he was seen as. Even though they had like Kerr and they had Paxson, all these other players. Obviously, Dennis Rodman, one of the greatest defensive players ever. We'll mention him again later. But yeah, at the time, it was seen as a one-man team. For whether right or wrong, and it probably was wrong, it was seen as Michael Jordan's team. Whereas the big three was always seen as the big three, whereas GSW was seen as the Splash Bros, aka Klay Thompson, also Stephen Curry, and then obviously they got Iguodala, and obviously then they got KD, Kevin Durant, then they got Boogie Cousins. So it's like a big five. Do you know what I mean? So it was never, for people, whether you agree or disagree, it's seen as unfair. It's seen as extremely unfair. So then we get Toronto Raptors, who got Kawhi Leonard for one season, and who was such a great player for San Antonio Spurs. Defensive Player of the Year a few times. This year's come on the offense to an astounding level. And let's pick up Kyle Lowry as well. Kyle Lowry got 26 points last night and helped close the game off and helped actually close the series off for Toronto Raptors. So big shout out for him. But no, Kawhi Leonard, man, like he reminds me of Dennis Rodman in terms of his defensive ability, and obviously he's got a hell of a lot more offensive skills as well. What can't Kawhi do? I haven't seen if he said if he's going to stay. I hope he does. I hope he stays, because Raptor could become a dynasty. And it sounds like, oh, you're contradicting yourself. Not really, because they'll be back to back. So when I say dynasty, I'm being very facetious. I'm not being literally like, oh, they'll win 3 in a row, 3 out of the next 4. I don't see that happening, because obviously we've got Zion coming into the league. Don't know what's going to happen with Anthony Davis. KD's injured, so it looks like he's not going to go to New York. What is rumoured? Will he stay on at GSW? Will he rehab for a year? take the option. It's so interesting, guys. I know I haven't done any NBA videos before because honestly, as you can tell by my accent, I'm English, so I don't know how many NBA fans there are on here, to be honest. How many of you guys are interested? But if you guys like view this in decent numbers, or even it's above my normal numbers, I'll definitely talk more NBA if you guys are interested. Because I actually used to play point guard. Point guard for Bedfordshire and that, Harlot and Upper School when I was at school well, not many years ago. Kind of, I guess many years ago. I'm getting old, but yeah, so I used to play point guard. I'm a big basketball fan. Space Jam's one of my favourite top 30 movies. Obviously, it's not the Shawshank Redemption, but I have classical films in like Casanova as well. And then I have things like Shawshank as well, so who knows. But no, honestly, it was a really, really, really good final. I was really happy with it, and in my opinion, the right team won. I'm interested to see what happens with next with Kawhi. And obviously, like I said, Stephen Curry, he's got rings, man. He's got the rings now. Klay Thompson's got the rings. I'm sure they'll get some more rings. We'll see what happens. Also, the Drake curse, is it broken? Drake's been courtside for every single match, hasn't he? So I guess you could say the curse is broken. So guys who are saying that Anthony Joshua lost because of the Drake curse, possibly not. But no, the Toronto Raptors will go down in history. It's a big shock, man. Like honestly, people said, "Oh, they're more Milwaukee Bucks," but let's be honest. Like if you look at the regular season, Denver on the West were doing really well as well. So it's good, man. I like to see it. I like to see it. I'm interested in what happens with the Lakers next season. I'm interested in what happens with Zion. I'm interested in what happens with Anthony Davis. Guys, next season NBA is going to be so exciting. And it's just because GSW, Golden State Warriors, have lost. And it sounds like, oh, rubbing it in a bit. But I've got to be honest, if GSW won again, we'd be bored. They won last year. Do you know what I mean? And they win again. It's like, oh, this is depressing. This is depressing. They're going to constantly win and win. And that's great for those fans. Because let's be honest, those fans had many, many barren years. They had what, 20, no, maybe more than that, 30, 40 years, I don't know, something crazy, without even hitting the final. They were always seen on the West Coast as like also rans, and then they came into it. They had the two Splash Bros, but then they got Iguodala, and they did it, man. They did it. So all credit to them for being the previous champions. But there's a new team in town. It's Toronto Raptors. They've got a great logo. I know Monster are trying to sue them over the scratch. Do not understand that one bit. Bit strange. Nick Nurse. Shout out to Nick Nurse. He actually coached in this country, the one I'm speaking from, in the BBL, the British Basketball League. So I really like that. Maybe more BBL coaches will get a chance because he actually coached it a few times. I think he won a couple of titles as well, possibly with, was it the London Lions at the time? But yeah, so happy for Toronto Raptors, for Drake, for Kawhi Leonard, and just, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but it's like, next season, let's be honest, in the Premier League, Man City have won a couple in a row now. You want someone else to win, whether it's Liverpool. Unless you're a Man City fan. If you're a Man City fan, you can disagree. But literally, trust me, like, whether you're, I don't know, if it's Man U or Tottenham or Arsenal or Liverpool or Everton, literally, it's anyone but Man City. That's what it become with GSW. Anyone but GSW. But yeah, guys, hope you like this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Don't know where the buttons should be, but yeah, cheers, guys. It's another episode of H Chats, comics, films, and combat sports. Cheers, guys.